Hello and welcome to the first Thoughts Thoughts at 9 p.m. podcast. Well, it's not really 9 p.m. It's I think like 9:30, but I don't really I mean, I'm new to this whole podcast thing obviously because like what am I doing? It's just talking to a microphone to a camera, or maybe not even a camera if I ever continue doing this and just like pick it up on Spotify or something. But like I don't know. I just recorded my part of my first YouTube video and that was pretty fun. It did not turn out how I expected it, but I think it's actually a lot funnier. I don't know if it'll make any sense to anyone else, but I'm leaving it in because I think it's funny, and I think that's what's important, is that I do this to make myself laugh. Also, I don't have a pop filter, so I'm sorry if your ears are like exploding right now. I would use a sock, but I have no usable socks because we don't need to talk about that. I don't know. I realize there's a piano right next to me, or not even really a piano, but like an electric piano, I guess, is what it would be called. Not I guess, it is what it's called. But I suck at piano. I've played it for I started in second grade, no flex. And then I quit in 6th grade, and I'm trying to pick it back up in 9th grade. Or 10th grade. What grade am I in? Yeah, 10th grade. And it's not working out so well. I had a class at school, which was pretty cool. But because of, this whole quarantine thing, it's not great because I can't do anything and there's not much to do. I don't know, in terms of other instruments, I play a few other ones. I don't know. You don't care about this, obviously. Why would you care? It's not like anything interesting is going on. How do people... this is another thing. How do people talk like in podcasts consistently for like weekly or daily? It just doesn't make any sense to me. They're just straight up just like, oh yeah, dude, I just have a conversation with myself for like an hour, and it's like how selfish, not how selfish, how like egotistical are you? Where you just like hearing yourself talk because you're just, I don't know, you're just talking to yourself and you think you're that funny. I guess I can't say anything because I'm just here talking to myself and to presumably you, but I don't know if you're listening. You might have stopped listening. This might be an audio nightmare, honestly. I can't even really tell. It's been like 2 minutes and I'm already like struggling out of things to talk about. Welcome to my lovely wall. There's nothing here. It's my messy bed. I'm Enola, obviously. Not much going on, in this big honking brain. Actually, it's not even that big honking. It's a pretty small head. Like, I don't even have a 5 head. It's just like, it's like a normal 4 head. Just my head. I don't even know if it does right now, but usually it kind of looks kind of big, but that's just kind of because I got poofy hair. I don't know when that came up. When I was like, I think I moved to Texas when I was like middle through 8th grade, halfway through 8th grade. And that's when I started to really notice that my hair was like really curly. Because before that, it was like straight hair. I don't know why. It just was. I'm not going to tell you where I live, obviously, because if anyone ever finds this, I could be doxxed. And why do people do that? Why do people dox other people and then, like, I don't know. It's just not cool. It's like, I'm going to send the SWAT to your house and just straight up, no, then you might die. Or you might, like a few years ago, where someone swatted the wrong person and like a dad died because of it. And then obviously the guy who called in the false SWAT thing was found out and went to jail. I don't know. It's just weird. It's like, why? What's the deal with that? Sorry, that was probably horrible in the mic. What is going on? It's just, dude, this quarantine thing. I was reading an article the other day about like how, like, the generation I'm in, the Zoomers, the big old Zoomers out there. Shout out to the Zoomers. Have been through like a lifetime's worth of crisis already. Like we've been basically born into wars already. Like, just national unrest if you're in the U.S. and maybe other places. I don't know. I'm American. I don't care about other countries. But like, it's just weird. I like why a lot of things. Oh, then what was I saying? And then yeah, wars, political unrest. You got the right now the economy's crashing for the second time in our lifetimes, which isn't that uncommon, but it's been like 12 years, which I've heard is pretty good, but also I've heard it's not, and you can't believe everything you read on the internet. It's not good that it's crashing. It's good that it lasted like 12 years. I guess more like 10 because it crashed in 2008 and kind of needed more time, so at least 2 years. Yeah. What else is there? You got the economy crashing practically everywhere. Unless you're like smart and you prepared for this, like Norway and stuff. They're still not doing great, but they're not doing horrible. Sweden, excuse me, has been doing great though. They've been like social distancing, but they've been keeping everything open. Like they've just instructed new policies and laws right now where it's just like they keep everything open, so the economy, excuse me, is still suffering, but it's not like America where everything's on fire and or being smited by God. What else? Yeah, and then we got the environment. And if you're one person like me who believes that the environment, who believes science actually, and believes that the environment is going downhill for quite some time and it's bad, then yeah, we got that to look forward to once we get out of this coronavirus stuff. That's never good. Dude, if what am I saying? If your room is on fire, you're not gonna be like, oh look, nice, it's a fire, and then like take out some marshmallows and be like, do anyone else want s'mores? You're gonna be like, no, dude, my house is on fire. Like, call up the police department, like ring, hello. It's like, yeah, holy fuck, my house is on fire. Not like, oh dude, that's awesome, but how can we really prove that it's burning? And it's just like, oh yeah, no, because your cat was standing over there 5 seconds ago, and then the fire started, and then your cat, is still there, but it's no longer alive. It just, I don't understand it, dude. It's like, why don't people understand the fact that there's global warming, and it's just like misinformation? And that's another thing, is just like misinformation, dude. It's like, we need to police the internet. It's bad. It's like, I don't know. That's the thing, is like, should we? Because it should be a place for everyone to speak their mind, but it's actually literally impossible to police literally everywhere, because even if you did get the entire web, you'd still have the dark net, and that's actually impossible to police because everyone has VPNs and a whole bunch of other stuff that I just do not understand. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I think in terms of the internet. Sometimes I flop. I'm like, it should be regulated, but it also shouldn't be, because if it was regulated, half the jokes I say I'd probably get censored. Maybe not as edgy as I think. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Sorry again if this is just an audio nightmare. Yeah, okay, good. I have the right setting on my microphone. I literally just got this today, and I'm trying to find every way to do it, every way to use it, and I think that's the point, is just What? No. I think the point is, what I'm trying to make is that you need to just put yourself out there, I guess, because people are like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it's like, just do it. Like, it might take you a long time, especially if you're just starting like I am. Like, it took me like 2 hours to figure out everything and build up the confidence. And it's going to take a long time to build up the confidence completely, to like be completely myself. But this is a good step, I think. I don't really know. It's like, what's a good story recently? Like, sorry I'm jumping all over the place. It's like, I don't really know. I'm just spitballing because I'm just trying to make conversation. I think, oh God, I can hear that in my headset, and that sounds horrible. I'm sorry to any of you. I don't know, if you stuck around for these like 10 minutes, I think, thank you. And I'm sorry. I recently did this skit like literally like 30 minutes ago, maybe. Is recent, I guess. I mean, it's recent, but about just me just rambling for about a minute and a half about how I created a clone for video purposes, and it's really stupid, but it made me laugh. I think that's what I literally said at the beginning about how I made something that I wasn't expecting that outcome, but it made me laugh. I think I already said this, so I'm just repeating myself. Sorry again for literally hearing actually everything. Couple weeks, I should be getting some mounts and a shock thing, so every time I hit the mic, you don't hear like. This is probably really horrible, and I might have to scrap this just because of the audio. What was I talking about? Yes, good news. It was good news that's been I've been hearing about recently. I don't know, dude. It's so hard to hear about good news. I don't know, like, this isn't really good news, but Valorant came out recently, or was in open beta, or closed beta, actually. And that's pretty good. I like that a lot. That's not really good news, but it's fun. It keeps your mind off the sads, you know. But it's like, 2.5 million cases now. Like, granted, more people have recovered than died, but you don't want like 100,000 people to die. It's like 1 in 6, and I'm really scared about getting it, not for myself, but for the people in my households, because it's dangerous. I don't really know, dude. It's like, I don't really know what else to talk about. Podcasting is hard, dude. You can hear these people, and it's like they make like 1 hour weekly, and or like twice a week. But they also have co-hosts and stuff, and I'm just sitting here, you know, by myself, chillaxing, just straight up vibing by myself. And it's actually kind of cool because I just get to document my thoughts, and maybe, you know, I'll get some clout off of it, but maybe not. I'll just keep doing it because I actually think it's kind of fun. I was thinking about doing this literally every day. Just like I was trying to like think of a thing I could do for a second channel that I could just do every day and document, but there's no way I'm going to be able to do this all day. I can try, but especially if there's audio problems for like 2 weeks, maybe more, and it's just audio problems. So like the first 14 episodes of this podcast is just horrible. Like, it's just like I don't know. I don't want to keep going, but that's what I keep doing, and deal with it. I don't know. I think if I continue down this road, I think it'll be good, as long as I don't get like Chris Chan, you know, where he just got trolled to death because of his disabilities and mental health. And if you haven't heard about the what's it called? It's like something about, like, look up Chris Chan, like Chris space Chan. It's a like documentary or something. It's like I think it's like 34-part series now that each lasts like 45 minutes, and it's all about his life. And he's like he's supposedly the most documented man on the internet, or just documented man ever, because it's just, that's how crazy it is. And it's messed up. I got through like 3 episodes, and I'm slowly chugging my way through it, but it's hard to watch, because after like 3 episodes, you kind of feel uneasy, and you're like, I feel bad for this dude, and you're like, but I don't want to watch like 30 more episodes of this, but like I want to watch it. I don't know, dude. Life 2020 has sucked so far. My favorite TV show ended, BoJack Horseman. It ended on a good note, but I'm sad it ended. And it wasn't really the creatives' choice to end it. It was the executives at Netflix. I don't even know why. I just know they told them that, like, the executives told the creatives to be like, okay, hey, you're renewed for 1 season, but that's it. You got 1 season left. I'm like, all right. And then so they got like an extra long season by like a couple episodes, and they released it into 2 parts. One in October, one in the end of January. And on a good note, I like the ending. It's pretty good. The entire series is pretty good. First few episodes are kind of the worst, but other than that, I think it stays consistent, and actually even maybe gets better throughout the entire thing. I have no idea. Like, it's just stream of consciousness right now, so I'm just kind of speaking whatever. I don't know why I decided to do this. Like, just start a podcast. I guess, like I said before, it's kind of therapeutic. Kind of just get your mind out there, just talking, even if it's nobody. Because maybe the closest friend you have is yourself. Because they're either, all gone with, you can't see them with quarantine, or they're like non-existent. But this is actually pretty fun. I kind of like this. I don't know if anyone else enjoys this. Like I said before, I don't know why I keep repeating myself. Just whatever. I've been, I kind of wanted to do this kind of because the Super Mega Cast, if you don't know them, check them out. Matt and Ryan from Super Mega. I kind of didn't listen to all the episodes. I just kind of picked up at like whatever the most recent one was. Like whenever I started listening, which I think was like 160, and now they're like 180 something. So I've been listening. That doesn't seem right. I don't know. I've been listening for quite a while, and they're pretty entertaining. And I saw a clip today on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. Enola tweets. Just like someone, I think it was Curtis Connor, like talking to himself at podcast. I was like, I could do that. How hard could it be? And it turns out it's actually pretty hard. This entire podcast is just going to be titled "It's Pretty Hard," and I don't know if it's going to be taken down because I'm under 18. Anyways, moving on. I don't know. This entire quarantine thing, actually, people say like, oh, now it's my time to get my like stuff together. But like for me, I've actually gotten like a lot of things done, and a lot of things done that I wouldn't have done if I was in school. Like I wouldn't have bought this mic. I wouldn't have started my YouTube video. Like I would have just like written the script maybe, and then like just been like, and then not done it. And I definitely wouldn't be doing this because this is just absurd. Like this is not what I imagined when I was like, I want to do stuff. I think it's really cool that I actually have the opportunity to do this. Just, I guess, the family I was born into, good karma. Just be able to be fortunate enough to be able to afford things like this, even if we're not, entirely like insanely rich, but we're good to be able to be like, oh yeah, I've been able to get by and even do better than that. Because a lot of kids in my school, they're like, don't even know this, but they're like homeless, and you're like, whoa, I didn't even know that. And it's just so weird to see the contrast between the people like wearing like gold-studded ear pods and the people who like can barely even survive really, and they can only survive off of lunch food, or food from the school that gives us food, both breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is super nice. Obviously, so that's nice. It's just strange to see, and then you're just like in the middle of that, like middle class, just like, like you kind of take everything for granted. Maybe not lower middle class, but I take a lot of things for granted, and I think I shouldn't do that. I think it puts everything into perspective when you're in quarantine like this. I mean, maybe not, because you're like, oh, I'll just be taking care of the rest of my life, even when the worst thing happens, which is this, I'll be fine. But for me, you also read these stories about kids being abused or like starving or whatever because of this coronavirus, and you're just like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? It's like, I don't know. It's just strange. I feel like every commentary I have is just this. That's just strange. It's sorry. Sorry for bad commentary. This is not a commentary channel. It's just a podcast. You can calm down. But yeah, it's sad to see that like this is happening. I think that it's important that we keep, even if you're not religious, I'm not, but like just people in your thoughts, and just try to be nicer. I mean, everyone should be nicer, but every once in a while, but definitely now, I think everyone should help each other, spend time with your family, enjoy their presence while they last, while they may not die from this. Who knows how long they'll be around, we don't know, it's life. We're just, I don't know, we're only here for a certain amount of time, and you want to make the most of it. And even if you found, like me, like, this is kind of diverging off my point, but like, if, like, for me, I'm doing this now, like, I'm 16, who knows, I might not even get anything out of it long term, whether money or whether monetary or like monetary. What's the word that's like it's like you gain money from it? Monetary gain? Doesn't seem right. Anyways, you gain money from it, or fame, or whatever. Like, even if I don't, it's like, I think it's good, and I can say that, like, hey, I did this. Like, I was wondering, could I succeed at this? Is this something I could do long term? I don't know if you could hear that, but it was a car, and I hate you, car. Sorry, I looked at you right at you as I said that is not good, because I don't hate you. If your name is Car, or you go by Carson, or your name is Carson, but you might go by Car, or like maybe it's Ka or something else like that. Maybe it's like Russian, and it's like spelled weird because you guys have a weird alphabet, but it's still pronounced Car. I don't mean it to you. I mean it to the car that just passed outside my window. What was I talking about before that? Something about coronavirus. Something about being nicer. Well, that thought's gone. It's gone forever. Into the void. Into the back of the recesses of I was talking about experience, where I was just like, I can say that I did it. I was wondering if I could, gain something from it. Maybe, I'm at least going to gain experience, whether sound setup, obviously I'm failing at right now, but maybe in a few weeks it'll be better. If I learn that I can't stay consistent at anything, and actually nothing comes of this, and I just never make anything again, and this is like my last day to just be productive. But I don't know, I think you should just live for what you want. Obviously, if it's illegal, don't do it. Unless you tell me about it first, and then I'll have to approve it, like the good parent I am. Even though some of you are older than me, I am just reincarnated. So if that's your excuse or explanation, I've been reincarnated since Adam. I was Adam. So you can't say you're older than me ever, because I was Adam. So I was literally the oldest man alive and have just kept reincarnating. It's kind of weird that Adam reincarnated into me, because I am a non-religious person, non-God believing, really. Well, I guess more agnostic, but whatever. And I don't think I am what people would imagine, but I guess that's reincarnation. You don't really know. You could reincarnate as a tree. I think I have some memories where I really loved, pollination. But yeah, so I'm older than you, so you have to clear it with me first before you do something illegal. Obviously, thank you for clearing it with me just beforehand, just clearing it with me, thanking you ahead of time, just because I know you will, because you are the responsible son or daughter or non-gendered person, or maybe not even a person, it's 2020, that I raised you to be. You were responsible and respectful, and I see you on Tumblr, and please stop it, because whatever you're typing on Tumblr, that might be cancel culture. Man, that was a good bit, and I just stuttered, and now it's gone. Now you'll never hear the end of that bit. That's the end of the bit. The end of the bit is me just stuttering about Tumblr. Did you like that? I didn't think so. Why did I say it like that? That's weird. I hope nobody liked it in the wrong way, because I am 16. Am I 16? Yes, I'm 16. All right, so you guys unzipping your pants right now or pull them off. Like, you guys gotta chill. Like, that's way too much. It's not good for you to do that. What is up, my cranky crew? I don't even watch it. Why is that in the back of my head? That was a good 30 minutes, I think. I mean, that made me think I was funny for like a solid 30 seconds. Boost my confidence a little bit. Maybe if I keep doing this, I'll think I'm a god. Who knows? Tune in the next episode to find out. Will there be a next episode? Find out on the next episode. Bam! Cliffhanger, leaving you at that.